friends, once again you are welcome to Resolve for you. This is Rakesh. Today's class is very important. In the last timeline class we have already explained about some important points and some features which we will explain you today. Those points are also very important. Today the timeline class is very important. This is the backbone of any video editing tool. In DaVinci Resolve is so advanced video editing software, so there here timeline is also not so easy, but it's simple. If you learn my video till the end every day, if you will follow the class and don't miss the class, don't scroll up and see only some parts of the, you have to see all the parts, because in every part, in every second there are some important points. Those points are very important, so please follow the class points by point and practicing is very important for video editing. This is actually the technical work. In technology, you know, practice, you have to practice and remember some shortcuts. So dear friends, let's go to Resolve for you to follow this timeline class. Hello dear friends, once again we are in our timeline. You can see here we have some clip. So in the last class we have already covered our topics, very important topics. If you haven't seen, please go and see the last class about this edit index, tracks and markers. So now we are actually in our main timeline classes. It's a very important and it's the backbone of actually the editing. So if you want to click and want to make timeline, you can just drag here. You see the right button of your mouse, put here your finger and drag like this. Here you see we have just a timeline we have created. You see we have timeline 1, but I want to show you very important. Control Z, I undo, and we can use timeline like here. You see, just click here right button of your mouse with your finger, and you see create new timeline using selected clip. Means I select this clip and create a timeline. You see, just I want to write like this: Devika cat. Means Devika cat timeline, Devika cat. So this is now the timeline Devika cat. You can actually you can use track how many tracks you want. For example, 3 video tracks I want, 3 for example, for 3 audio tracks. If we need, for example, I need 2 audio track only, we can click only 2 and create. You see we have 2 audio tracks and video. How many we have here? We have selected video clip. They have made our timeline. Now our name of our timeline is Devika cat. You see, once I play here, Devika is with her lovely cat. So you see here, so we have created this timeline, but actually I want to create one more timeline. For example, I can create just here in, come here, you see I want to take this, create a David timeline. We can create a new timeline using this. You create David timeline, David my son timeline. See, we have created one more timeline. Now you click here, see here, you click here, see 2 timelines are available. One is Devika timeline, one Devika cat. You see here the timeline about Devika has appeared. This is now we can click other timeline. Just click here, you see here David timeline. So this arrow actually you can see here. You see this is the winter season in Ukraine when it was in this January last year. Actually you see this here, you can jump into other timeline, Devika timeline. You can actually work with several timelines in one editing page. You see, if I want to Devika timeline here, you can cut Control plus B. It's a keyboard. Please remember this shortcut, very important. You see I have made several cuts in the clips here. Any lesson, this is actually our project here. You see on the top here, this means our project. Shift plus 1, click Shift plus 1. This is for, you can go to, if you click Shift plus 1, you can directly go to your project. I know, show you Shift plus 1 here, project. You see close. Once you can click here also. If you don't know shortcut, just see here project. You can click other project. For example, I am editing this, I can double click here. You see our project has appeared here. After finishing the tab and media pool, have officially entered the lesson of our very important timeline. Well, all type of lesson will happen. This will be a long class. Please be patient to hear in the in. So please get in. So we will talk today about editing. See, in this way you can just return to any project. If we want to return that project, shift plus 1, remember. Otherwise you can come here, you see here home, shift plus 1. Which was our project? This was our project. We will double click here. You see we have here two timelines. You see one Devika, one Devi. So actually you see here, this is very important. You can adjust your click according to, this is a feed. Its shortcut is Z. For example, I have just minimize click here. You just you press Z. See, the clip has fitted to the frame. Our frame of this is actually the our main preview panel, means it's window where we will edit anything. This will appear here. You click here video, just click from here as I have shown, it appears here. You see, it's a showing here. Actually all the magic, we will make any change here in our timeline, it will appear here. For example, control plus B, I have cut the page. You see, two parts. Our video is two parts. You see, this is our gap here, and this video will end here. So you see here, because here there is no video. Now the video which we have cut, these video are separated. You see, you can, in this way you can just drag the video, and you can drag and just put your video here. In this way you can just add the video together, or otherwise you just put your mouse here and just click your backspace on your keyboard, backspace. If you want to return, undo, control plus Z, two times. See, we have returned to the same. So I was actually showing you this. You can 50%, you can 70%, click here 70%, it will be 70%. You can have 100%, the actual size. Alt shift plus Z, this it's a shortcut is alt plus shift plus Z. This will be in the actual size. 200% you can use it, actually distorting the video. And there is other option. First you can just click your scroll button on the mouse, just scroll up, down, scroll up. You see, I am actually increasing the size of video. In this way you can fit, if you want to scroll enough, you want to match, just you want to take this size of video, you can scroll up. No, you see, Devika here, David is here, all boys celebrating new year. So in this way you can adjust from here. Otherwise you can adjust number here, shift 75. Otherwise you can just scroll up and down your keyboard, scroll wheel which is on your mouse. You can scroll down and up, and you can resize like this. Sometimes the best way is to just press Z, it will be fitted, and actually it's the good size. I have already explained you what's this. Now we come here, when we click here, just last time we have come to here. Actually this is available here, this is a stack timeline. If you will off, I have switched off, so you can't see anything here. Just one clip, Devika clip is here. Clip of David is not available here. For switching on the clip of David, you have to click once again. You see, the David clip has actually appeared here. You see, the clip of David has already appeared. So you can switch off the timeline from here. This is a stack display a stack timeline. I have add, you can just click switch off. You see, no, only one clip, but you can see from here if you want. You just click here, Devika, you see appear, but you David timeline has it. But when you have to click here, remember this display, this, you see this icon here, just click here. And there are several, as in our last class we have explained about this. If you haven't seen, please go and see the last class about the cut tab. Even in the timeline classes, I had one class overall, so I have explained there. Actually we have click here, so we have two timeline. We can just shift from one timeline to other timeline here. Otherwise we can shift from here to here. This, you see arrow button here. I want to show you one very important things about this. What is this marker? See, mark in, this is mark out. If you want to make any mark, for example, I have interesting point here in this video. I want to mark here, just click this left, mark in, and I want to mark out. These are for example for me very important. Here this point I want to mark. Just click here this button, and this is mark in, this is mark out. We have actually highlighted this mark in, mark out. We can make an easy. You see, click. It's visible here more. This is a dark, you see this is a dark side, means this is not mark out. We have only mark out this point, mark in, mark out. So this is more clearly visible, more transparently. It's brightful here, you see, bright. It's a very important to mark in, mark out. When we have the clip long, if you want to mark in, mark, see that this point, it's more visible here. You see, this line is visible here. Sorry, this is mark in, this is mark out. Actually in the timeline preview panel in the window, it's visible. So once again I show you. See, it's showing only this video only. Wait, actually this is not showing this part, this hidden part and this forward hidden part, because we have mark in, mark out, means we have defined only this portion to show our, because we want to edit or make some changes in this portion. That's why it's this feature is very important. See here, so this is actually loop here. You see, match frame, you can match frame here. It will be more precisely, it will show you in mark in, mark out. It's actually match the frame and show you more precisely about marking and mark out. So actually this is the work of this loop match frame. So we have understood the function of this mark in, mark out. Once I return and I show you, this is shortcut in the cut timeline. I have already explained you. I means in, mark in, O means mark out. So I just click I here in the timeline. I have marked in this clip here. This I want to mark out here. Just I will press on our keyboard O. You see, I have just mark in, mark out this way. Control plus Z. I take the DaVinci clips here. Actually you see here, this is a jog wheel. It's very important. If you don't want to use like this, if it's boring for you like this playhead, you take playhead here. You can just click like jog wheel. You play your right button of your mouse. You can drag like this. You see, I'm dragging. I'm not touching here, no, that this like, no, I'm touching this playhead. I am holding is and drag forward, drag backward, but we can do here from here. In the last classes we have timeline, I have a cut table, sorry, I have explained like that. No, I show you what is the work of this. Go to previous edit, go to the, you see, go to next edit. It means if you click, you will go to the cut, next cut. Again click, you will go to the that cut. You see here cut, we have cut the video into. So next cut we will return here. This cut here, it's automatically here in the beginning, it's a cut. So now if want to return forward, you can use a cut. On this cut we have returned. Just click here, this go to next edit. You click here, you can click here. If you have several cuts in your clips, it's very handy. You can just click and you can go here. You don't need to take your timeline to here. Why? It's boring. You hold your timeline, you press your hand to go there. We just click here. You see, we click here, just here. You see, we are actually going to our this cut point, this cut point. So in this way, actually this is the work of our cut point. You know, this is a play backward. Your video will go backward. You saw my video is going backward. Devika is going backward with her beautiful cat. Oh, actually when you play this forward, play forward. You saw. No, we are playing forward. Normal play. You can just press this square. It's stop. You will stop here. Actually this is actually normal things, so which we must know. So actually you see here, I have already explained you what's the size, how can you maximize, minimize. Now you can see the clip time code is here visible. What's our size of clip here? It's so we see 1 minute 20 seconds. Just if you go to timeline David, it's also showing here timeline actually how many it's the timeline. It's 9 second 23 minutes. It's also showing here in the upper, and you can see here also it's here in the detail in wave form. You will visible here, time code is visible. You can make this setting here. In the next class we will explain you in detail. Actually this is the main work of this is the main timeline, where there are several tools. So we will explain one by one in the next class. So friends, you see here You see here, you can make the proxy here, disable proxy. I have explained and the last classes, and we will explain one in detail in the coming classes. Actually, this is our color. If you make any color, you see here, this bypass color grades and fusion effect. Actually, this is a color grade and fusion effect. For example, I go to this color tab, just click here, you see color tab. You see color tab here. Yes, if you want to make any change, alt s, I want to make a serial for here. Just you see, I will make any changes for, I will increase the temperature of the video just to showing you. I just click here. You see, actually we are making change here. We can just lift, you see I'm lifting actually. We can lift just a gamma. We will explain in the color tab. Just I want to show you, we can lift just our gain, and we can lift our shadow to 70. You see how highlighted this is. We can lift our saturation. You can done, we have 55, 58. So now I show you the effect. You can actually see here, you see how was video after color grading, or the video is bright. Actually I'm showing in this way. So you can just here, if you have an this effect, your timeline is no smooth because we have fusion effect and any color grade effect, you can just switch off, then your timeline will be actually very smooth. Actually this is the work of this bypass color grade and fusion effect. You can bypass your color grades and fusion effect actually in this way, switch off, because in this way, because if you want to see the effect, you can see this effect here. Otherwise you can go to timeline or fusion effect, the fusion here, or color grade. You can see here what changes you have made. You see after switching on, you see these changes we have made. So just for demo I have shown you. So control Z, we return here. Actually this is the work of this. Now we have very important, you see, click here, you can switch off here. Actually you can add according to your Instagram reel, social media reel. If you want to for example this, I want to make like in this way. You can make adjustment for this. You have to click here. You can like make like this, you see, adjust like according to Instagram, according to YouTube size. For example I want 4.5, so this size will be like this. I know I need this size. In this size you can actually adjust your footage like in this size. You see, in this size we can adjust. We can take any size. For example I know a title like this. So actually this work we will yeah, again we will in the next class we will in detail we will show you, because first we have to know the basic and for a good video editing. So please follow the class and don't miss anything. You see this is a square hair box here. You see, you just click here, you see here, you have to click here. Once you click here, you see transform, crop, dynamic zoom, over effects, overlay, fusion overlay, and notations. These are very important. We have already explained in the cut tab. If you want seen, you can practice here. If you click here like this, you just click here transform, means you can crop the video. Just drag one side, hold, and minimize. You see, minimize, maximize, up and down your mouse you can do. You see, you can like this. If you just hold one size and drag, you can two sides you will do. But when you drag held this equally, you can minimize, maximize. It's actually very handy. You see this handle, if you drag this, you can rotate your video. As see, I have rotated this, and Devika is in this size now, in the rotated. So just click here this handle, this, you see, in this way you can drag the cat and Devika like in this way. Understand? In this way you can drag. It's actually it's a very handy. When you have any effect like rotation, you can make like using this. We will in future we will all cover this class. So this is actually crop. If you hold this, you can crop the size. If you just here click here, we will also learn about this, how to crop. You can crop right, you can see, you can crop left, you crop, you can crop button, you can crop top in this way. And you see, we have cropped the video. Actually this is the work of this cropping. We will learn in the next class in detail. So I just control Z. I want to return to our main point, because I want to explain you very fast, because class is becomes very long. I want to make short class. Dynamic zooms we will know in detail. In cut tab already I have explained. Actually this is a green line square. It means you define the lowest of here. size here. From here zoom is the start. Dynamic zoom is a very amazing feature in DaVinci Resolve. It's actually free. You don't need to do this. Only you click here, just red button is defining that it will end, zoom will end here, the red point here. It will start from here. So you see we have started zooming. So we can make more like this. It will jump from here. You see like how video is zooming. Because I have only in this clip I have made this zoom. So how zoom is. You can make several type of zoom bars in cut tab classes if you want. If you haven't seen, please go and see. It's really very interesting. You can like define like this. See, you see how we are zooming here video. Actually this is the work of, no, we have to open FX overlay. It will be known when we will start Fusion class, and this in this class in detail in timeline I will explain about this, and open Fusion overlay in Fusion class. Actually this annotation tool I want to show you. In the last class we have just finished this. You see this is on annotation tool. Actually you can, when click you see this button, you can like drag like this. Yes, this point. If you want to make, there are several type of line. If you want to thick line, you can drag here in cat. If you want to make color grading here, you can point out here. Just if you want to take this arrow, you can arrow like in the here in Devika. You want to make color grading, if you want to change something for, actually this is the purpose of this, where you can line here, you can make anything beautiful text here, you can write here, and actually this is the work. And you can box here, you can add something here, some pictures here for making this video beautiful. And if you have a partner editor who edit with you, you can actually note here, you see appeared one green point here. You just click here, and here I can add note here, please color grade, add you see color grade. Now when we come here, you see color grade means our partner will color grade here. Actually this is the work of this this annotation features. Actually this annotation feature is only for our colleague editors who work together. There are several clicks, you can like advise him, and he will from the DaVinci Resolve Cloud will take this video. When he will go to the project, he will see here, and he will make the change. So we have actually known this work and loop, a jog wheel, we have already understood. Actually we have only explained some points, some features about the timeline, which is a very basic for our video editings. We have known about this. You see mark in here, want to mark in, mark out, you can like this mark out, and you can actually, it's a very handy. If you want to remove this effect, it's a very, Alt plus X, you have to remember this shortcut, Alt plus X. Actually this Alt plus X is the shortcut for disable mark in, mark out. When you have such type of video, if you don't know, it's very handy, very comfortable to remember Alt plus X. In this way you can disable. Dear friends, today in this class we have almost covered some of our basic about the timeline, like how to make our timeline here. How can shift from one timeline to other timelines, and this we have learned about this you see switch on, switch off, you can switch off, and if you add any color grade and fusion, and if you want to play your timeline very smoothly, we know here the size. Sorry, you can switch off like this. You click here, this is actually the social media, our size for all type of social media. We can click just here. So we have learned about this. We can switch up like this, and we can shift from one project to other project, like shift plus one. We have known about this, and we can just click here, and we can just rename any timeline using this. And these are very important points. We have known the work of our jog wheel. So our next class we will cover all more important features. Please attend the class, and it will be 3 months, very long class about the DaVinci Resolve. If you want to want to be an expert in video editing in the DaVinci Resolve, I think you are at the right place. So please take care. Hello dear friends. So please write in the comment box how the class was for, how much do you understand from my class, and if you have any improvement points, just suggest me. I want to improve my class more for you, making more better video for your tutorial, so that you can learn and be expert at video editing. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel, right? Like and share, because these are the points. One subscriptions give me a more motivation to make more video, more tutorial. When I don't see any subscription or comments, it actually disappoints me a lot, because making a like tutorial class, it's a very tough work from my family. I steal my time and make video for you. So dear friend, don't forget to subscribe and follow the class every day. Be in touch. Take care. Bye.